Hey all, welcome back to my Autism My Voice. For this episode, I wanted to talk about the misdiagnosis of autism. Now, a lot of people in our community who get diagnosed have different capabilities on the autism spectrum. And I think one thing we sometimes forget, especially when we're looking at diagnosis, is that autism is a very wide spectrum. And often people get misdiagnosed just based on not having stronger characteristics. And there are a lot of individuals who just seem to slip through the cracks when it comes to this. Now, we have been doing a lot better job of diagnosing autism, but I think we still have a long way to go to make sure that everyone is provided with the same healthcare, basically, to have a no, to if they are going for a diagnosis, that they actually get the correct diagnosis if they are autistic, and if they're not, that they're not diagnosed as autistic. So there is a wide range of things I think are going on. More specifically, there are different categories of what you specifically need to be diagnosed as autistic. And I know there's a big debate going on with this because of the new DSM 5 definition of autism, which should be out later this year. And that just discusses what categories are going to change, if a diagnosis is going to be a lot harder for people to get now, which could lead to problems with getting treatment. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this, and I think what we really need to do is we need to look at legislator to make sure that we're getting the healthcare providers to understand that every person needs to, if there are signals coming from parents about their loved ones who might have something going on, that they need to have a thorough diagnosis. And sometimes that's very hard because a thorough diagnosis usually would mean that you would have to go to a higher level in regards to brain activity. Now, brain activity, I'm meaning actually having to scan the brain to show whether or not someone has autism, because that could be one way of doing it. But there are also other ways. That's not primarily the first way you can look at it, but it is one of the more major ideas of what we're doing. So that's what I think we really need to do. If you guys have any thoughts on the topic of misdiagnosis, please let me know, because I know a lot of adults, especially higher up, there's a lot of debate in regards to whether or not they're even autistic, because they might have just been misdiagnosed with the autism spectrum disorder. And it's been a very debated topic. I've had parents come up to me and thought that I was misdiagnosed because of being more higher up and being able to speak and advocate and do all these things for the autism community. People think, oh, he was misdiagnosed possibly. And it's definitely an interesting concept. It's definitely an interesting topic that I grew up with a lot of struggles, and I know that I was autistic then, and I know I'm still autistic now, and it's not something that has changed over the years. So just something that I was thinking about the other day that I want to bring to you guys and hear what your thoughts are. So if you guys have any thoughts, let me know, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.